The Tax Planner Pro dashboard is the heart of the software. Across the top, we have some graphical representations of your tax plan data. Everything from what the total tax due is to breakdown of business expenses and the personal income, monthly graph of business income. Then down below, we have two different summaries: the business summary and the personal summary. You can see across the top here on the business summary, we have three different businesses. Each of these have been synced to the GL programs that the bookkeeping is done in, and it's creating a customized projection for each of the businesses. And you can see the taxable income and the state tax information, if there is any, for those businesses. That data then feeds into the business income line of the personal summary, as well as all of the personal income information that you can enter into the summary to create a representation of your personal tax return. So you get both the business tax projections and your personal tax projections at your fingertips, and these are updated on the business side, at least on the schedule that you decide. I'm going to show you kind of how that works. And then you get up to the minute or up to the week tax data and tax due data, so these projections can run behind the scenes without you having to do too much work with them, and you get accurate tax projection information all year long. Now, if I go into the edit button of the business summary here, I'm going to show you get to, on the connections tab, you can see that you can connect to QuickBooks, you can connect to Xero, or you don't have to have an integration if you don't want it. And then down here under sync settings, you can sync weekly or monthly or quarterly. We have several different projection strategies: linear, rolling average, using last year, or a fixed date range, and you can choose your accounting method, cash or accrual basis. We have a little video here to show you how to use some of these sync settings, show you kind of what the differences are in the different methodologies. Under business data, you can go in and kind of customize your projections. So at the top, we have some information that the system needs to accurately project your QBI deduction. And then as you scroll down, you can see this company is connected to QuickBooks. It's pulling data from the beginning of the year all the way to today, or a couple days ago, May 27th. And then it shows you what the projected amounts are for those categories for 12/31. So it's automatically projecting out the data that it has from QuickBooks. And then there's two other columns where you can override each category if you want to, based on something that you want to change about it. You can override the federal side, and you can override the state side. Sometimes the federal amounts and the state amounts that you want are a little bit different, and you can completely customize that piece. And as you scroll down, you can see what the total net income and taxable income are for the business. And you can also change your ownership. So let's say you only own 50% of this business, you can change that to 50%, and only 50% of the taxable income is going to go over to the personal tax projection. If I go back over to the dashboard now, and we'll take a look at the personal summary, you can edit all of that information as well. Here is kind of a tab-driven interface where you can go in and you can create as many W-2s as you want to. You can enter whether this W-2 is from business that you own. You can enter the withholding amounts, 401k contributions, which we use for some of the planning side of things. We've got a rental real estate module where you can create rental real estate properties that you own and do tax projections and planning with that. So you can enter as much information as you want to into the personal projection. And in fact, if you don't want to enter information, you can go right here to the vault and upload last year's 1040 tax return, and the system will read it and enter that information from last year into all of the categories, except for, say, like business income, the things that we know we have current information on, and makes it very easy to keep your personal tax projection up to date. right now I've got it on 2023, but we can move it over to 2022 right there if we want to, and it'll show what the 22 tax projection versus the 23 amounts are, because those rates change a little bit, and there's different credits and things that go on between the two different years, but you can flip-flop between those 2 years if you want to. And again, once you get this projection set up, then you can go into all the other features of Tax Planner Pro, like the planning side, and look at strategies. It dives into the things that you haven't done, or planning options that you have to reduce your taxes. You can run what if scenarios in the simulator if you want to. And if you purchase the accountant version of Tax Planner Pro, you get a very well done report, and it goes into some more depth on both the strategies and the tax projections. So that is a look at the dashboard. It is the centerpiece of the Tax Planner Pro software, and thanks for taking a look. Check out some of our other videos to see some of the other features of the software.